stage 6, Peter, of the 7-stage BD audit process, converting leads into orders.
Yeah.
Have you got a magic wand for this?
Well, Alan Sugar says there isn't one. If you like listening to Alan, but I
joke aside, it's the hardest part of
it's the hardest
sales
part
process, isn't it?
I mean, I've been in the industry a long time, so I've done sales, product sales, I've done marketing, I've done business development, and closing the sale, if you like, in whatever you want to call it, is the hardest bit. But it depends how much control. I'd like to make that distinction again between the public and the private sector. So when your bid goes in for a public sector, it's probably you filled it in on a portal, it's gone in, and unless there's a presentation stage after that. So your credentials and the bid quality, you've really got to have wrung every last ounce of it, because once it's in, and that's it. Okay, so the door's kind of closed. Where in the private sector, like I said before, you know, the client may be interested to meet the team that's going to deliver the project, and there may be more of an opportunity to, you know, to win the client over by virtue of the value that you're bringing to the table. So I would make that distinction, but again, you've got to look at your strike rates and look at your leads, and this is where, you know, CRM systems prove their worth, because you've obviously got a system of recording leads into the system, and then you can see how many you're winning if you create another stage. So I do think that having an electronic and sort of performance measure system in that sense helps you to, again, direct your efforts. But also you've got to learn lessons, haven't you? So why didn't we win these bids? How can we repurpose that into our next bid?
Okay.
You know, and sometimes it's harder to get quality feedback than others. But I think what you've ultimately got to get to is a good client base that will give you repeat business. So this conversion process becomes less of a tortuous process. And you get into a situation, both with public and private sector clients. And in the public sector, it could be through frameworks. In the private sector, it could be a client that's got a large program of work. So the ultimate objective is to get yourself into a repeat business position, ideally.